the trade market for Brandon Aiyuk might be heating up again. The Washington Commanders, who are one of the two teams Aiyuk said he would like to be traded to if he were to get traded, just traded their number 2 wide receiver, Jahan Dotson, to the Philadelphia Eagles for a 3rd-round pick and some other stuff. But let's focus on that 3rd-round pick. That's sort of what the 49ers are trying to get from Pittsburgh. Well, it seems like Pittsburgh's offered a 2nd and a 3rd. We don't know exactly what Pittsburgh's offered. But the Niners and Pittsburgh have an offer in place in case the Niners can't get a deal done with Aiyuk. Now, this could be good news for the 49ers. A second team entering the trade discussion could create a little bit of a bidding war, which could increase what the 49ers ultimately get if they trade Brandon Aiyuk. Remember, Washington has a new coach, but they also have a rookie quarterback, Jalen Daniels. Jaden? One of those names. He's a rookie. He was the 2nd pick in the draft. And it's highly irregular to start taking away wide receivers from a young rookie quarterback who needs to succeed, especially one with that much pressure on him being the number 2 pick. So am I supposed to believe that Washington's just getting rid of wide receivers before the season, or are they going to make a play for someone else? We've seen NFL teams try to pair young quarterbacks with young wide receivers they played with in college. So there's like an instant chemistry rapport. We saw it with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. We saw it with Tua Tagovailoa and Jalen Waddle. Is that what Adam Peters and the Commanders are sort of envisioning for Daniels? Reuniting him was the verb I was looking for with Brandon Aiyuk, who played with Daniels in Arizona State, and boom goes the dynamite. So it's possible that that's what's going on here. What could the 49ers get in return? Why would they do it now? It seems like they would like a wide receiver back in the trade, but they're not going to get a wide receiver back from any team at this point, unless they wanted Dotson. So what they could do is trade Aiyuk for picks, the most picks you could possibly get before the season starts. Because once the season starts, if he's not signed, then his trade value goes down even more. If they just hold on to him and they can't get a deal done, and then they decide at the trade deadline it's time to trade him, then they're going to get even less because the team taking him on will be getting less than a full season of him. So if there's no deal by September 5th, 6th, 7th, and they want to trade him for the most picks possible. And maybe now that Washington has traded their number 2 wide receiver, they'll be more motivated than Pittsburgh, and they'll give the Niners a better offer than Pittsburgh, and Aiyuk will be going to Washington. Or maybe the Niners will just sign him. But like, really, what's holding him back? It seems like they've been hesitant to pay Aiyuk his market worth the whole time. Their attitude is like, we'll keep you if we can do it at our price, but otherwise we could take you or leave you. And now it's like Jacob Cowing's asserted himself in practice. Jennings is having a good camp. Debo's having a good camp. Kittle's having a good camp. They still have McCaffrey. They don't really need Aiyuk. They don't. And frankly, if they were to trade Aiyuk to, say, Washington for draft picks and then flip those draft picks to another team for a player, they don't have to trade for a wide receiver. They honestly should trade for a defensive lineman. They're much deeper at wide receiver than they are at D-line. They need another D end because they're only 3 deep there. Drake Jackson is on IR for the whole year, and Robert Beal Jr. isn't one of their 53 best players, even if he does make the team. So I don't know. I guess it's possible the Niners just announce a signing extension, a contract extension with Aiyuk any moment now. But I think this changes the equation. If Washington re-enters the discussion for the trade, maybe the Niners finally can get the trade package they're looking for, and this saga can come to a freaking end.